Good morning, esteemed viewers. You're welcome to this wonderful edition of Bystanders at the Newsstand. I am Christian Chuku. I want to say a big welcome to this program. Today is Saturday weekend. We are right here in the city of Lagos. We are also in Ogba. To be precise, we are here to get people talking on the topical issues and the reports we are going to be discussing this morning. This is once again Bystanders at the Newsstand. Also, a big welcome to you, our viewer, that is being with us, that is being online and also subscribed to Flip TV. Now we are using Flip TV Plus, Flip TV Plus. So go on YouTube and click on the notification button and also subscribe to Flip TV Plus. That's where we are going to be giving our live programs. We are going to be handling our live programs. We have some technical issues to do with Flip TV, and that will be resolved very soon. That will be resolved very soon. I'm Christian Chuku on this wonderful edition of Bystanders at the Newsstand. I have my wonderful committed reviewers here, analysts here this morning. They are here to do justice to the newspaper headlines. Let's go straight to what we have on the papers this morning. I have the Nation newspaper this morning, the Nation, and I also have the Saturday Independent, Daily Independent, Saturday Independent. Between wealth and health, black suit endangers over 5 million people in Rivers State. Between wealth and health, black suit endangers over 5 million people in Rivers State. I like what the governor is saying this in over this issue. The governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, has declared war on oil bunkers in the state. Wike goes after bunkers, accuses federal government of apathy. Stakeholders decry gas flaring, rise in lung cancer cases, deformity in newborns. Stakeholders decry gas flaring, rise in lung cancer cases, deformity in newborns. On Uche Nwosu's case, Ohaneze threatens legal action, gives IGP 7-day ultimatum to produce abductors. Uche Nwosu Ohaneze threatens legal action, gives IGP 7-day ultimatum to produce abductors. Big Brother Niger changed my life. That is the Big Brother Niger changed my life. Youth back Timmy Frank urge Buhari to sack Wabote over alleged perjury, corruption. Youth back Timmy Frank urge Buhari to sack Wabote over alleged perjury and corruption. At the top of the paper, protests rock Edo over proposed petrol pump price hike. Protest rock Edo State over proposed petrol pump high price. Court gives immigration final warning over orderlies seized passport. Court gives immigration final warning over orderlies seized passport. Let's go straight to the Nation newspaper. Top of the paper, ISWAP kills 2, abduct 17 in fresh Chibok attack. ISWAP kills 2, abduct 17 in fresh Chibok attack. EFCC arraigns ex-bank director over alleged 26.6 billion naira fraud. EFCC arraigns ex-bank director over alleged 26.6 billion naira fraud. Main headline on the Nation newspaper this morning. 2023 poll. Candidates must declare bank assets, says INEC. Candidates must declare bank assets, says INEC. Commission set to establish finance monitoring teams. Commission set to establish finance monitoring teams. EFCC banks to be mandated to report suspicious transaction. EFCC banks to be mandated to report suspicious transaction. 101 associations seek registration as political parties. 101 association seek registration as political parties. Youth students stop voter registration as application hits 8 million. Youth students stop voter registration as application hit 8 million naira over the report about a 5-year-old people which that was killed, that was kidnapped and also killed towards the side of the paper, the down part. I killed 5-year-old pupil with a rat poison, says school proprietor. I killed 5-year-old pupil with rat poison, says school proprietor. Claims ransom was to pay rent of school premises. Claims that the ransom was to pay rent of school premises. Distraught mother of victim rains slaps on suspect. Distraught mother of the victim rains slap on the suspect. Buhari months, Ganduje vows justice, shot school. Ogun declare war on kidnappers, Yahoo boy. And on NS Shonekor's widow, my husband died of acute pneumonia. My husband died of acute pneumonia. Let's go straight to our reviewers this morning as they come to give their position on the topical issues that we have this morning. I want to say once again, welcome. It is Flip TV Plus. The destination is Flip TV Plus. Subscribe to Flip TV Plus. Click on the notification button so that you can be part of our live program, bystanders, and other program we have. Because we are just facing some technical issues and we are going to resolve it in no amount of time. I have Mr. Matthew. I have Mr. Matthew this morning. Morning. Mr. Matthew, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chris.
How was the weekend?
Good, thank God.
So, how are we going to celebrate the weekend?
It will be like big man in terms of by the grace of God. It will be like any other weekend.
Okay. So let's look at 2023 polls. Candidates must declare bank assets, says INEC. How is it going to ensure credibility of the election?
If you look at the powers vested in INEC,
Okay.
I think they have the right to ask political parties to know the source of their funding. But I don't think INEC of Nigeria will have the effrontery to tell or to confront some of the candidates with such.
They brought the report.
This is not the first time a federal institution will be trying to show its strength. But I don't see that. I don't see the Nigerian INEC having what it takes to confront some of the candidates or aspirant rather to say you must do this. We have seen in the past where some persons will be tried to court based on asset declaration, and the issue of asset declaration, the way it stands today, is starting and ending with honor. So does it mean there is no other Nigerian government official who perhaps have violated the law in terms of asset declaration? So why must it start and end with honor? So that's why I don't take Nigerian institutions serious when they say things of this nature. Because to the small aspirants, they may muscle power, they may show their power that they have, that they can bite. But when it comes to the aspirants that is coming from the background of the leading political party, I don't see INEC of having that to exercise that power it actually possesses.
It's actually working with the FCC. Yeah, actually working with the EFCC on this.
From all we understand and know, we have Code of Conduct Bureau, we have Code of Conduct Tribunal. Code of Conduct Bureau will determine whether somebody violated the law in terms of asset declaration. Then the person will finally be charged to court in Code of Conduct Tribunal. We have seen how somebody wrote the petition against Honor. We have seen how the power that be followed through and he was eased out of office. What the question I'm asking is, the asset declaration, does it start and end with Honor? Does it mean there's no other Nigerian government official who have violated that law? In the same vein, I don't think there's any, I don't think INEC have what it takes, INEC of Nigeria have what it takes to question the big aspirants, especially from the ruling party.
Like Tinubu.
I may not be interested in mentioning them, but what I'm trying to say in essence is going by Nigerian history. Look at a place like when Benjamin Netanyahu was the prime minister of Israel. He was questioned twice or thrice by Israeli police
As a president.
as a prime minister. The wife was charged to court
As a prime minister.
as a wife of the prime minister. At the point, the wife opted for plea bargain, and the resolution of plea bargain was adopted as judgment of the court. What was the reason? Because the accusation was that the wife was always going to grocery stores to buy things, whereas there was already provision of food in the for government house. So what I'm trying to say in essence is, in a safe society, institutions work. But in Nigeria, the institutions do not work. What you have is strong men against institutions.
So you are saying our society is insane.
Our society promotes strong men above government institutions. In Nigeria, there is nowhere an institution will be working. There's no way an institution will do its work when you see all these big politicians, political gladiators who are at the corner of power. Most of the way Nigeria work, an individual can influence the rumor of INEC chairman. But it doesn't happen like that in a safe society. Look at the guy that Solicitor General of Abazona. Is it Abazona, the one in Canada?
In Canada,
yes.
The Igbo guy, Maduka.
Yes. I think he's under suspension now. Because of
ticket or something like that.
Yes. I think traffic offense. Yeah. That is a society where law work, where institutions work. In Nigeria, it is unfortunate. I don't see INEC of having that power. It has that power anyway. I don't see INEC having that will to say all aspirants must conform to that their standard. That notwithstanding, they have the rights. They have the power as vested in them by the constitution. But they can exercise it when it comes to small aspirants, not the big ones. That's what
you are saying. We have agencies of government that intentionally will not carry the laws and policy to the latest.
Because of the consequence of doing it.
There are people that are.
Have you not seen a situation where police will accost an individual? The individual will asking the police, "Who are you?" That he can sack you from this job. And there are people in Nigeria who can do it. It will only take a call to the defense headquarters.
You know who I am.
That's the common language. So it will only take a call to the defense headquarters or IG's office or whichever institution, and the person will be fired. So that is why even government officials at times are careful because of the nature of Nigerian society.
Let's look at another topical issue. Between wealth and health, black suit endangers over 5 million people in Rivers State. I like the job Wike is doing going after bunkers in the state. He accuses the federal government of apathy.
He accused all the security agencies of colluding with criminals to do oil bunkering. But again, I don't think it's new. It's not alien to Niger Delta. Police officers, civil defense corps officers, military officers, Navy, name it. They all lobby to be posted to the south region of the country. Because once they get there, they collude with all these criminals for oil bunkering.
Okay.
So Wike, as a Niger Deltan, as somebody who started his political career from local government chairman, know all the activities of these vandals. And again, even if I'm not, my argument is not because I want to, it's not because of that Nigeria as a state should have more revenue. If you look at the environmental impact of all these bunkering, you see that it should be discouraged. Because if you look at most of this environment, it's no longer habitable. Aquatic life have been destroyed. Areas where they would have done farming, and again, the security agencies on their own, they are not doing their best. Because at times when they want to destroy these illegal refining sites, they don't do it with environmental friendly approach. You see them setting the place at place, burning all the life there, destroying all the aquatic life in that environment, making the life not good for agriculture and all that. So at the end of the day, the inhabitants and the state is at the receiving end.
Okay.
So economically, it's affecting the state, it's affecting the nation, and it should be discouraged.
Do you think that Wike will win this war?
He's already winning it because whether we like it or not, he has drafted the political class in the state into it. He has drafted the security agencies into it. And as we speak,
Or he has blackmailed them into it.
Not just blackmail. It's not blackmail because what
every local government chairman that if you are not supporting this fight, that means you are part of them.
Not just that, that's what it takes to fire them through the House of Assembly. Apart from that, if you look at Civil Defense Corps, the person who is in charge of the security of oil installation and all that have been suspended, and there's an independent investigation that is already set up to investigate the allegation. So that's why I say he's already synergizing with the stakeholders in terms of political class, stakeholders in terms of the police, the army, the civil defense corps, and even the navy. And you know that this is a war or an agenda federal government will be interested in, because this is in a way trying to exert the sovereignty of Nigeria, and it's in a way of trying to make federal government exert their feet to reclaim all the areas where hitherto vendors and people who do bunkering have been using to sabotage the economy.
Okay, lastly, will there ever be an end to oil bunkering in the Niger Delta?
There may not be an end, because any criminality is criminality anywhere, anytime. As long as it becomes, as long as it is an avenue to make money, not just make money, good money.
No, not good money, big money.
Okay, thank you for that.
You're a man of God.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that correction. The money that comes from it is huge. So, in looking at that, it will encourage people, it will attract people. But again, if you look at fighting crime and criminality in any society, the aim at times is not to stop it completely, but to reduce it to a considerable level. So if in the process of, personally, I'm particular about the environmental impact of the bunkering. Because if you go to these areas, you see that the impact of this bunkering is leaving so much damage behind. If you look at, and like I said, the security agencies on their own, they are not doing, when they want to destroy bunkering sites, they are not doing it in a professional manner. They are not doing it in a way to reflect environmental friendly ways of doing it. Because if you want to destroy an illegal mining site, what you do is you make sure you don't set it ablaze the way they do it. If you succeed in chasing them away, evacuate all the highly inflammable materials in terms of PMS, in terms of all refined crude and all that. Not that you set the place ablaze, because I understand their aim is to make sure they burn all their facilities so that they cannot come back in a short while. But you fail to realize that the place you are burning, you are destroying aquatic life, you are making it not good for agriculture, for crop cultivation. So for me, the government of Wike is on the right track, and it should be encouraged because of the environmental impact of the bunkering.
Mr. Matthew is advising all the youths to go and get their PVC, am I right?
No, it's good to get PVC. But again, beyond getting PVC, we are prevailing on the government to give us electoral laws that will guarantee, that will engender free, fair, and credible election. And the only way we can have that is by the president assenting to the bill that empowers INEC to transmit election results electronically when it's eventually transmitted to him.
All over Nigeria.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I have Mr. Chigozie. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Trust you're doing great.
Thank God. Let's look at Nigeria and its travails. On 2023 polls, candidates must declare bank assets, says INEC. Do they have the willpower to enforce such policy?
I think it's signaling. I hope all is well. I didn't even listen to what you're saying.
Okay.
Maybe probably because we are using a different channel today, and
Yeah, technical issues are imminent.
No, this technical issue.
One of most time
Nigeria with technical issues. And we have technical schools here and there. What is the problem to fix the technical issues? Where you have, I'm a product of technical school, so what should be the problem?
maybe we
And
consult
fixing
you.
the technical issues, and you have not given us the opportunity either to see what we can do. So who is to blame? Do I
We'll
blame
consult you.
Chigozie who come here to speak, or my esteemed viewers? Who, of course, most people were calling me yesterday, and I
Wow,
was
people were
disturbed
just
about that.
yeah.
And it's very unfortunate there was no even pre-information to that effect. And here we are.
Yeah, on the broadcast yesterday, I said something about it.
How many people were the brokers? Where it was not found anywhere.
Let's
I
just
thought whether the rapture has taken place with Flip TV.
announce
Okay,
here.
well, we never can tell. Okay, what is happening?
Candidates must declare bank assets, says INEC. Do they have the will to carry out that policy?
Must declare bank asset. Is there any provision of the law that
Yes,
mandates
yes,
the any office holder to declare its assets?
yes.
If the question is or the answer is yes, how effective has that been? How many people in the recent past have declared their assets to the public? Even Buhari, your president, didn't declare publicly. He went on through the backyard and told them he has is it 150 cattle? 150 cattle after and one mud house.
Yeah.
And what again? One inherited, is it a farmland or so? After
Right.
4 years, 50 cattle. And now ask, is it that the cattle are barren or what?
Our business is not booming.
The business is not moving ahead. Now, there's something fundamental with this system, and it's quite very hilarious and unfortunate. And maybe
Somebody
that
like
that
Tinubu
will be the
can
thing
ask Tinubu
affecting
to
Flip
declare.
TV. You never can tell
Can they
because
ask Tinubu to declare his asset?
that is fundamental. That is why if the government of the current government did not declare their asset, so it's just a mere political propaganda. And will you force them? If Tinubu should declare his asset, in fact, some people might stone him to death because it will be running in trillions of dollars. And this over time, this is for over 2 decades now. He has been in control of Lagos State, and you know what that means. In even in control of the money that flows on the streets. Look at all these Korope bosses.
800 naira.
He had direct access to them. They contribute, they make daily contributions to Tinubu's coffers. You see, he's in charge of the revenue collection of Lagos State, and they give him about 20% after he decides to declare or disclose the ones he feel like he can disclose. And so it's very unfortunate. If these people should truly declare the assets, you will move down to wherever they are and stone them to death. You ask them, what are they doing with all this money? Billions of trillions of dollars. You remember that how would they declare their asset? Most of the building they are, the construction they are doing now, they will have. You remember of recent where is it a minister or a senator has to bury billions of dollars under sink, under sewage tank. See, some hang it up. So where are they? You see, and some built. Look at what happened in the Lekki. This thing where over how many millions of pounds we are stored that was discovered. You see, at the end of the day, everything went down. It was kept by politicians. You see, so how many will you declare? Will you declare in the one they buried underground? So it's very unfortunate, and that is immaterial as far as I'm concerned because the system does not allow them to. The system does not allow transparency and check and balance. So The likes of Tinubu, of course, and the likes of Ojus Okalo, what are they to declare? You see, and
But they are businessmen.
they will not be, they won't, of course, take that as a, they won't take it serious. Will you force him to declare once he becomes the president or the governors?
No, before.
Have they declared their security vote? Monthly security votes coming to them. Did you know how much your president expended in his medical trip abroad? For the past 6 years, he has traveled not less than 300 days. He have out of Nigeria.
Almost a year.
You see? And you don't know, he has not given account of the expenditures, which is the money that belongs to I and you. He's spending it as if it's what his father left for him. It's an inheritance left for him by his father. You see? I know his father is very poor, and of course, for leaving a mud house for him and the 150 cattle, you can imagine how poor that person is. And for over how many decades now, those are they are not productive, and it's very unfortunate.
Okay.
The fundamental issue that we cannot trust the system, one, and the so-called political elites are not sincere. And in as much as this remains the order of the day, just forget it. It's just a mere political jamboree.
Okay. Black suit endangers over 5 million people in River State as Wike goes after bunkers accused federal government of apathy.
Yes, I called a friend, and he was saying he's also reported this black suit as is a forge or a snow is dropping. I now wonder what could be. Is it a
Oil bunkering.
okay,
Gas flaring and oil bunkering.
gas flaring and oil bunkering, which is very poisonous. That is the height of pollution, and it could be toxic because there could be some elements of lead
Okay.
and other poisonous.
Rise in lung cancer cases and deformity in newborns.
Exactly, that is very, very serious. And what will the government do?
Okay. My
It's
question
very
is,
unfortunate.
Wike is declaring war on bunkers, and he has accused the federal government of synchronizing with these bunkers. My question is, will Wike win that war in River State?
That is fundamental. Whatever is happening in this enclave has a direct or indirect input of the federal government, the power brokers, because they are the ones that will, of course, mobilize the security apparatus to back those bunkers, to shield them, give them the security share they needed, protection. So for the bunkering to strive, it means those within the corridor of power are in charge. If not, they will frustrate the people doing that. Even where a governor like Wike cannot command the commissioner of police in his own state. So it means that he's helpless. That's why he's crying out. Government, the federal government is responsible for every crime that is going on within Nigeria, because those people, those bunkers will, you will see the entourage, the policemen, the mobiles, and the military men accompanying them, giving them shield of protection against anyone that may want to, of course, ask them what are they doing. So, and those military personnel are not under the control of the state governor. You see, you can understand the unfortunate incident, and the people of River State are already exposed to such level of risk. Even their born children, it's something that can affect their born children, and the government is indifferent about that because it does not affect them, and it's very unfortunate. That's why we must ensure that an end of this system, of course, becomes a priority.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr.
I do have a great
Happy weekend.
Chigos Zendibo.
Thank you very much. Chigozie I have also another reviewer this morning. I have Mr. David. Good morning, Mr. David.
Morning to you, Mr. Christian Chuku.
Yeah,
A
I
very
was ask,
wonderful to
yeah,
you.
I was
Morning.
asking a question. INEC is saying that candidates must declare bank assets. Do they have the political will to do such?
They don't. INEC doesn't have that. Basically, it's the what's it called? The National Code of Conduct
Code
Bureau
of Bureau, yeah.
that has such political will and has the power to do that. So before that, before you fill the INEC form, you must declare your
Yeah,
asset
but
too.
INEC they can
INEC
refuse to accept you if your asset is not being declared.
INEC cannot refuse to declare you. Yeah, INEC. I don't think INEC has
Candidates
such.
must declare bank assets, says INEC.
Candidate must declare asset, but one, the candidate must declare the asset uh, in line with the National Code of Conduct. Sorry, in line with the Code of Conduct Bureau. That is where, so that Code of Conduct Bureau will not tender the asset declaration to what INEC. So that is what INEC is trying to say on that part. But I think that is not the issue. The issue is person who wants to go system, person who wants to go system. So declaring assets should not be the major emphasis. The major emphasis should be that those who want to declare this assets after the tenure, won't they also won't would it is what they've declared, won't they be more 10 times richer than what they've declared? It is about transparency. You can declare now. Some of them can even hide their what assets. Some of them some of them can even refuse not to declare the asset. But see, imagine if these people leave office, they will be 10 times richer than what they declared. So where do they get the money from? So I think declaring assets should not be major emphasis. The major emphasis is should be that we should vote for credible candidates, people we can trust. People we can trust. There was this time Tinubu had issue with the Code of Conduct Bureau. He did not. I think while he was the governor, he refused to declare some of his assets. Now, when he left office, he was 10 times richer. Now, he is not richer. Eh? Before he got office, how 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 rich was he? We all saw him when he became governor of Lagos State. But now, can you can you can you match Tinubu's wealth?
Mm.
Now, what is sort of income from 1999 till date? He was just a governor, a two-time governor, and now he's so wealthy. So I don't see INEC having such having such political will to do that. So I think Nigerians should, on this note, vote for credible and good candidates.
Okay, youth and student top voter registration as applicants hit 8 million. It seems that people are finding it difficult to register online the voter registration.
One thing is about this voter registration is that now server, and then even if you do the pre-registration online, you will still need to go for physical capturing. Now, when it gets to, just like when I wanted to do mine, I got to my local government. I was told to come for physical capturing on a particular list. Later, Alex said server was down. I kept on going up to now. I've still not done physical capturing. So you can see how frustrating it is. Because if you cannot assure me that okay, this is the date for you to come for physical capturing, and then I go to the INEC office and that day stands, it doesn't make sense. So people will be frustrated. Majority of them might not want to go back again because this INEC, this PVC, what is even my gain? If not for the fact that see, I still I've made it a point that see, I will still go back. I will go back until when I get the PVC. Now it shows us that INEC on their own want to disenfranchise people, because if you are not making PVC available now, surely there will be no turnout. There will be no turnout. Whose fault is that? INEC, see, I think INEC should have gotten everything ready just to make sure that now if you do registration online, any day that is being what allotted to you to come for your for your physical capturing, INEC INEC should stick on that same date, not telling you come tomorrow, come today, come tomorrow, come today. And election is less than a year now. Next year, February. So I think INEC on their own should be blamed if there is no turnout.
Okay. Okay, let's look at Jando. They camped yesterday to PDP. You watched the ceremony at Tafawa Balewa Square.
Jando
Lagos for Lagos.
Jando to me does not have that political clout. You see the likes of
Wike was there.
Wike
Most of the governors.
It is not about Wike coming. It's Wike Lagosian. Is he the one that will vote here? Wike will not vote here. Wike came to support him because the guy defects. So that is what every governor will do. Even if a governor in just like when the likes of Umahi defect, or APC governor too went there. APC governor went there. So Wike, so defection does not make him will not make him win an election in Lagos, because for you to unroot APC, for you to chase them out of office, my brother, it takes the grace of God and the people to resist rigging, because the Tinubu boys, they are everywhere in this Lagos.
So Jando can't do nothing.
Jando does not have
Even with the
political
support
clout.
of some of these PDP big wigs.
Who are the PDP big wigs? Did the PDP big wigs support Agbaje? Where did he end now? Did the PDP support Koro in 2007? Where did he end?
Even when they were in power.
Even when they were in power. Thank God you said we were in power. Agbaje came out, supported him. What happened? Koro, that time he was trending. Kosi Koro Kosibo. Everywhere in this Lagos state. The person that would have won Lagos hands down was Funsho Williams. And he was killed. If Funsho Williams was still very much alive, he would have won then. Then I think he wanted to contest with Fashola also. He was the next in line. If only people saw it, let's kill him. So nobody, except by the intervention of God.
Intervention of God.
Yes.
But he said what happened with Makinde we can happen in Lagos.
Oh.
So Seyi Makinde did not have any political structure in, I think, Oyo State.
Yeah, Makinde has been aspiring to become governor under Labour Party. Makinde just needed that political platform that he feels he can sell his idea and thrive. Now, Labour Party doesn't have structure, but Makinde has the money. PDP has the structure, and now Makinde too has the money too. So you can see now, Jandon too has the money, but PDP structure in Lagos is shaky. PDP doesn't have structure in Lagos. Now the people of Ibadan were ready for change in Oyo State because of what the former governor did.
So Lagosians are not ready for change.
Like Lagos minute Lagosians are not ready for change. Majority of all these Agboros you see are they ready for change. Their master, Jagaban, Tinubu, they work for him. That is why I see that now. But peradventure, if you see that PDP wins Oshodi, Alimosho local government, if there's a rumor that what PDP is winning Oshodi and Festac, all those houses, they will send talks to go and disrupt the election. Where you have PDP stewards, election will not count there. That has what this is what have been happening in Lagos. If there's free and fair election in Lagos, APC cannot imagine it. But in Lagos election, there's never a free and fair election. The ruling party in Lagos will always have their way by rigging. So I think Jandon too is building a movement, Lagos for Lagos, and that movement is cut across all the nooks and corners of Lagos. So I think now he has gotten the platform. Let him sell his manifestos out to people, and then again, he should see. Winning the election in Lagos is not on the basis of ballot box. You need to match them, talk for talk, Agbero for Agbero, machete for machete. And thank God, Jadon is also a motion boy. He's a motion boy. He's for motion. So yesterday I listened to him. He said he's ready for them. I don't know what. what it mean, what it meant by is ready for them. Maybe if it's ready to match the ruling party, talk for talk, machete by machete,
Ake by ake.
ake by ake, fighting by fighting, anything. That is the only way you can wrestle power from them.
Violence by violence.
Violence by violence. Aside from that, my brother, forget story.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you.
David. Happy weekend to everyone. Mr.
Good
Charles, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
Yeah, let me ask you this question. Uche Nwosu, Ohaneze threatens legal action, gives IGP 7-day ultimatum to produce abductors. You remember what happened with Uche Nwosu at church?
That is Uche Nwosu at Imo State, right?
Yes.
I think this is the in-law to Rochas.
Yes.
What happened?
What happened that day when in the Anglican church? Remember?
When they went to a so-called a place called this place as in to arrest a particular young man. So what is the point now?
They are giving Inspector General of Police 7 days to produce those people that.
Yes, I love that move because it means that the Nigerian citizens, the indigenous of Nigeria, the Nigerian citizens, the indigenous of Imo State, does that really mean that they don't have their rights to worship? You are worshiping and somebody came invaded into the church and decided to arrest somebody anyhow. And even without, let's forget about what we call fundamental human rights and all those things. What about the fear of God? Somebody is worshiping God and you go to a particular church, you go to his church and get him arrested under for just no cause. So I believe, and I am very, very happy for what Ohaneze are doing, that they are giving them 7 days ultimatum, for them to bring out, to fish out. The federal government should bring out those people that are responsible for this is a normal way of kidnapping. You don't just go to someone's house and kidnap him. You went to church and kidnap somebody. Where is
They said it was an arrest.
that is different languages. That's the kind of languages you keep on hearing in Nigeria. Arrest, kidnap. This is just kidnapping. You went to a church, you kidnapped somebody, you took him to an unannounced place. Ohaneze, I thank you, Lord, for whatever you are doing because you are the 7 days of budget that has been given to those people. It's very, very important because it means that you and I, our lives are no more saved. For them, even you going to church, maybe you offended somebody in your community. Maybe once you're in the church, you start being afraid. That there will be this agitation, afraid in your body that maybe they might come after you even in the church. So, Ohaneze Ndigbo, I strongly believe, and I pray that the good
Somebody
Lord will
say by saying Ohaneze cannot do anything after 7 days.
Yes, let's just wait and see.
Strongly believe.
Let's just wait and see because they thank God. Even yes, I believe whatever he's saying, everybody has his right to expression. That is, he has just decided to express himself. But the country we're into, there's nothing like if it were in a place whereby a Western world where you have given somebody an ultimatum of 7 days or 3 days, if he cannot meet up, you know how to go about it. But we are living in a country whereby there's lawlessness. You understand? There's anarchy. This is an indirect, we're not in the democratical settings. They are indirectly practicing tyrannism here. So definitely, he is entitled to his own opinion because they might not do anything. But I believe they are tampering on the fundament. Even he himself, you can't just offend somebody and maybe you start being afraid because somebody might even come after you. So even he himself, we're not safe anymore. You can't go to church and be free. Imagine church, a place of worship. Somebody went in and arrested somebody there. It means that you can be arrested at anywhere. The fundamental human right has been tampered with. The right to worship, the freedom of movement and expression, speech, the freedom to speech, the way we are speaking here. If not that we are living by His grace, if not that we are living by the special grace of God, do you know that you can just wake up someday somehow and find out that almost SSS have ransacked this place and they'll take you over because you are trying to express the feelings, what is happening politically in the country.
Okay, let's look. Candidates must declare bank assets, says INEC.
My brother, the INEC that are saying that candidate must declare bank assets, no problem. We don't have problem. We don't have issues with that. But how are you sure that most of the people that are declaring their asset before enrolling as ascending into a particular post, they are declaring the right asset? I remember
we have the code of conduct bureau.
Even if you have the code of conduct bureau, was it 2014 during this general election 2014-2015? They said Buhari declared his asset. How much was it? Is it 30 million or something or thereabout? So many of them will just come out with fake, and some of them, the whatever the INEC are doing, I applaud them for that because you have to declare your asset. But the truth of the point still remains this: where are they going to declare their right assets? If somebody has 1 billion naira in his own account, you're going to tell you that he has 10 billion, so that he'll be able to embezzle up to that 10 billion naira and fill down his account. Are you getting me? That's exactly what they will be doing. Somebody will have 10,000 naira, he will tell you that he has 20,000, so that he will be able to fill down that particular fraud and they start looting money around.
They will check it up now.
Yes, not every. See, my brother.
You have 20,000, 10,000.
Even if you are checking out, my brother, the country we are into, this is we are living in a country whereby we have the best Nigeria. I think I call Nigeria one of the best brands in Africa. They knows how to go about it. They knows what to do. You have 10,000 naira in your account. You just come out publicly and tell the whole world that you have 10,000 naira for what? You think such thing can exist? You can only do that in the Western world, not here. Nigerians are full of lies. They can even the politicians we know can lie, and they can lie to the extent even they are putting guns on the face of a politician. He can still be lying. This is 10,000 naira. That's what he will say. He has 10,000 in his own account, but he tells it's 100,000 naira.
I can see 20,000. You say it's 10,000, but I can see 20,000.
Does that really mean that is the only account he'll be using? Some of them, there are so many investments, you don't have to. Let me tell you this. You have 100,000 naira in your account. Do you know you can decide to bring out 50,000 naira for a particular investment that will be giving you money? Are you getting me? Now, you have 10,000 naira in your own account. Do you know that I can remove? My brother, we don't have to go far on it because that is just it. They cannot declare the truth of this. The politician we know can never declare the truth asset of what they have.
Okay, lastly, let's look at, have you been to Port Harcourt? Black suit endangers over 5 million people in River State.
Black what?
Suit. In River State, those black suits.
Well,
as a result of grass flaring, oil bunker.
Yes, I was opportune to have been to Port Harcourt. I left Port Harcourt 2016 to 2017. Well, the government will know how to go about it as a result of clearing of grasses, and sometimes those things has an economic effect. It also has what we call the effect on the human lives, because you can't just keep on clearing grasses, burning grasses. It keeps it's a detriment of and the health of the world.
Rise in lung cancer cases.
Exactly. That is what because do you know that there might be burning grasses here now at Agege while you are here? If you're an asthma patient, once you are inhaling all those things, it goes up. Are you getting me? So sometimes it's not good. So the government will know, and to me, they should cite a law to know how to go about it. Anybody that you want to burn a particular thing, you should know how to do it. Even if you don't want to burn, all those things should be they should know how to put all those things in place, because it's very, very important. Because what matters is human life, not even the grasses you are burning. The most important thing is our lives, because I trust Wike, because any government, like we used to say here every morning, any government that is not prioritizing the interests of the masses, any government that is after the killings of the general masses, no matter anything you do, no matter anything, you like employ the whole people in the world, as long as you derive the joy in taking people's life, it doesn't worth it. Are you getting me? So I pray that the good Lord will also give the so-called River State government the lasting solution to know how to go about it, because it's very, very hazardous. It brings a lot of problems. It's for medical students that will tell you that this thing, even you, okay, let's assume now you are just passing. If you go, there's a place I was coming from, I went to, was it 2 days ago at Akute side? They were burning all these bottle and other things, rubbers. And my brother, on that bridge, if you should pass under that bridge, my brother, within 30 minutes you will fetch there. I was I was even I was even on a bike. But assuming you are using your leg, you are trekking from that particular starting point of that bridge to the ending, you know what will happen to you? to me, the government of Rivers State should know what to do about it because burning of bushes and others in the sense of economic value, it's also economic impact on the people and the health deficiency on the general masses.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Mr.
Mr.
Charles.
Thank
Happy weekend. I have Mr. Raf. Mr. Raf, good
Hello,
morning.
hello. Yeah, good morning.
morning.
And let me tell you, I want to appreciate our viewers. Christian, we are here. We are making wave all over the world because of our viewers. People that are viewing us all over the world. They are the reason why you and I are here. If they don't view us, if they don't score us high. So I'm thanking you, all of you, our viewers all over the world. God bless you. Keep on staying tuned to us. Then again, I have a question for you. What happened to Uchenwosu? It's like Uchenwosu has been abducted.
Now they are giving IG 7-day ultimatum to produce
Uchenwosu.
the abductors. No, not he was abducted. What happened at the Icon Church? Those that carried out the act asked that they should bring them
Invasion of the
in
church.
the Icon Church. So, produce those. They now call them abductors.
Yeah.
Produce those abductors.
Do you know what happened? To me, if you ask me, the people that invaded church, molesting Rocha Sokorosha in-law
Family.
they are criminals. Masterminder, or masterminders. Number one is Hope Uzodinma. Before you start naming the rest, you understand that comes behind Hope Uzodinma. Hope Uzodinma is the number one person.
He doesn't control the police.
Yeah, thank you. But he is
IGP.
But he is the chief security officer of the state.
So whatever happens, he should know.
Thank you, Christian. See, Hope Uzodinma is a criminal. No, ask me why I pronounce criminality on the man. If anything happened to any Imo indigene today, see, they don't know what they are into. You swore, they give you Bible, they give you Quran. Thank you. You swore, you swear. Do you understand? You don't know what you are going into. If anything happened to anybody, God will follow it up. God will follow it. Hope Uzodinma is the person that is overseeing the whole affairs in Imo State. So if anything happens to Imo indigene, any Imo indigenes, Hope Uzodinma should be the person that will come out and tell the whole world how it goes or when.
Yeah, Hope Uzodinma came out and he said it is not from the Imo State House, it's from IGP.
Yeah, IPOB.
IGP.
Okay, IGP. That's the Inspector General of Police.
So,
okay. Let's finish it here. It's from IGP, Abi. Thank you so much. Olu youths, Njaba youths, Ihiala youths from the axis of Uli. They are dying on alarming rates. They are being killed on alarming rates. So, whose fault? Hope Uzodinma eloped from Imo jurisdiction, terrain, into Anambra. Okay, thank God that you understand what I'm saying. So now, what are we saying? Hope Uzodinma should answer to any crime in Enugu, in Ebonyi, in Anambra, in Imo, in Abia. He's responsible. He is responsible to all of them. Do you understand? Why now? You are trying to be, you want to show people that you are right, you are doing this. Look, let me tell you, the way he works, the way, everybody sees it that Hope Uzodinma is the cause of the problem we have in this southeastern Nigeria. Uzodinma shouldn't be telling us that he is very, innocent. He doesn't hurt flies. This and that.
He appears to be so.
Eh?
He appears to be so.
Christian,
In
Christian, forget.
appearance, in
Christian,
appearance.
forget. This is now politics. Forget
Yeah.
about politics. Now Nigerian politics now. The guy will not forget. Have you watched Hope Uzodinma presenting himself to Buhari? I mean, introducing himself to Buhari.
There was a time he
Did you
visited
watch
Buhari.
that video?
There was a time he visited
Thank
Buhari.
you. He tell Buhari say you are the best president ever in Nigeria. From that point, Hope Uzodinma has failed humanity. He has failed mankind. Telling Buhari that Buhari is the best. What are you saying? So, any money, anytime I prepare to come here, if I prepare myself or work on myself to come here and talk against Hope Uzodinma will have no way to attack me or to stand as an upright person. Hope Uzodinma is the problem we have in the southeast. Yeah. See, let me. People are dying in Igbo on alarming rates. We are here. See, Nigerians in diaspora, Caribbean, Southern America, Africa, Europe, everywhere. We have not been because the kind of system we have here, they are being very, very economical on releasing information to you. Christian, Hope Uzodinma is the problem we have in the southeastern Nigeria.
Okay, let's leave.
Give me a question.
Candidates must declare bank assets, says INEC on the coming polls. Candidates must declare assets. Does the INEC have the powers or have the will to challenge some of these our candidates?
Yeah, INEC has. They have the will, they have the power. Ask me why.
Why?
Thank you. As governmental agency or independent agency, to act their own. INEC has the power. From new. Thank you. If Evans go and present, you will know, which of course you know. Now, the line. It's all right. Yeah. So, Tinubu, let me tell you. Do you know why he has lost out? All right. INEC is asking for some materials. You should come forward and tender it so that the whole world will know, so that they will see it. Do you understand? To know if you are qualified to be a candidate. So Tinubu's candidates under APC this time around is questionable because I don't think he will meet up with INEC's requirements. Are you following me? Okay. So now INEC as an independent platform or organization, they have their rights. They have their rights. Okay, they should come forward. More Kinsley, he should come forward. Ojo Zokalo, he should come forward. Tinubu, he should come forward. They are asking.
They have business. Tinubu has business. Ojo Zokalo has a business history.
Yeah, Tinubu doesn't have any business. Okay, I have questions, sir. Listen, is there any business you know spearheaded by Tinubu in Lagos, Anambra, Borno, Kano State? Okay, let's say Nigeria in general.
He has a hotel. Yeah, is it a hotel business?
No, it's not a hotelier. No. Let me tell you, the hotel there at Lake Axis, he's the owner. He's dodging sometimes. When
Say
he's dodging it. So, what is it? We know him as a senator. We know him as governor of Lagos State. So, there's nothing you will tell me that Buhari has come out with, like expertise. I'm owner of this. I discovered this from my brain. This thing come out. No. Buhari is Tinubu is a politician. Do you understand? So what you are saying now? What you are saying now is, if INEC is holding him culpable for some, criminalities, or I think INEC, the umpire called INEC is right. Tinubu should come out to the public and say, "This is who I am." I didn't understand. Present himself to the world. This is who I am. INEC is right. Everybody should come on stage and clear the air about their innocence or innocence, if there's anything like that. Sure, Mr. Tinubu is this time around at fault.
okay, lastly, Jandor, you know Jandor, Lagos for Lagos.
Lagos for Lagos.
Yesterday he decamped to PDP at Afabaliwa Square. Does he have the might to stand the forces in Lagos?
Yeah, let me tell you, Jandom, let me tell you, has the might. Because if you look at APC, political superiority in Lagos State, it diminishes with every second that goes, minute that goes, hour or hours that goes. Because of APC poor performances, no family in Lagos household you will walk into and ask them about APC, they will tell you, say, no. Do you understand? APC credibility in Lagos State diminishes with every minute that goes, every second that goes, and hours. So let me tell you, Christian, they have lost it. But what they're trying to do now is electoral bill. How people are trying to express themselves. How are we as individuals? Do you understand? Express ourselves or expresses ourselves to the members of the world that we don't like this political platform. They are the reason for our woes over the years, 6 years, 7 years. roads, we know that this road is being maintained. But in Nigeria, it's patch. In Lagos State, it's patch because Baba Ijebu contractors. Baba Ijebu contractors, they will call cement mixers. Cement mixers will be on the road mixing cement, while Baba Ijebu is busy buying jeep and other, vehicles to prove that I've arrived there. Then the whole Lagos State now is patch. Road links everywhere in Lagos State is patch. Akinwumi Ambode has tests. Is somebody that has or had tests in the past, and he performed. Visit all vicinities in Lagos State and know what is going on.
Okay, finally, I think Mr. Rav is a spiritual man this morning. The way Mr. Rav is sounding this morning, you are in the spirit.
Yes, I don't need to correct them. I'm trying to suggest to proper solution. Sure, understand. Then again, Christian, I will never forget our viewers. If I look at our followers, people that are following us on the platform, they make us happy. If we rely on Nigerians, Nigerian governments, Nigerian followers, we won't get it right. But there are many outside, in America, in Asia, in Australia, in Antarctica, in Europe, that are not support. When you talk about support, it means the material things they are bringing in. They are doing it anyway. But viewing us every day. They come, they call. Raphael, you are not there. Christian Chukwu, you are not there. Chigozie, you are not there. Matthew, you are not there. David, you are not there. It means they love what we are doing. Without it, they are solidarizing with us every day to make sure that they stay awake. Some of them is now 1 a.m. in those continents. They stay awake to make sure they wash us. I say kudos to all of you. Uche from Japan, Tokyo. Uche, God will bless you.
Thank you very much.
All of you in Europe, in America, Grace, most of you, Grace is from Caribbean. It's an Igbo lady. The same with Rihanna. Rihanna is an Igbo lady now. It's obvious to the whole world that Rihanna, the musician, Rihanna or Rihanna, just pronounce it Rihanna, is an Igbo girl. She has made her status, nationality clear to us way back last year that I'm an Igbo girl. My dad is an Igbo girl. All these guys that are watching us and we don't know. But sometimes we go to our Facebooks, Instagram, what do you call it? WhatsApp, YouTube. They say, I'm your brother. You'll be surprised. Somebody in Barbados, somebody in Guatemala, somebody in Nicaragua is my brother. You tell you, say, I'm your brother. I've been watching you. So let me tell you, we should appreciate all of you. And this is my way of showing appreciation. I said, I love all of you. You are wonderful. Keep on watching Flip TV. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. I have Oluwa one of Africa. Oluwa, that is one. No. Oluwa one. Full citizen. Oluwa one of Ogba land. Any other Oluwa is.
I'm a chief title holder.
Is a counterfeit.
I'm a chief title holder in life. I'm a chief title holder.
One of the reviewers actually asked this question: is INEC truly independent?
They are independent now. They are independent on their own side now. So they are independent.
Independent is like, do they work without any
without any interference? They have interference now. They are under people now. People is paying their salary. They have to obey their language.
So do you think INEC can give us free and fair election if some people are paying their salary or they are interfering in their duty?
Now they can do it because see what happened in Anambra now. They do free and fair election. Everybody should come out in masses and vote for person will win.
If anybody come out in mass and vote for somebody, that person will win. Okay, now INEC has come out to say that candidate must declare bank assets, says INEC.
Bank assets to declare their bank, that is how much they have in their bank. Okay. What is that going to do with the election? That will do with the maybe malpractice or buying of votes. They want to check how much they have before the election commences. So that situation, that one is their own language. Because anybody can have money. Politicians, they are millionaires. So checking if you have a bank account is another language of another interference somewhere. Somebody has to pinch them. Because this kind of language never occurred before. Maybe somebody has pinched them. You have to nail some politician down. So
Okay.
they want to detect some
Maybe they
amount.
are planning against some people.
Yes. So they want to detect.
Like
they,
one
they,
would-
they want to detect their amount of money they have. So they don't want to throw money on it because it's like they are going to use money to buy themselves the votes. So
Wow.
which is possible. You can buy millions of people with billions of naira, but they have billions of money in a secret way. So it's like they want to checkmate them. Wow, it's good development.
Okay. So now, have you got your voter's card
I have my voter card now.
already?
I have already.
That means you're a full citizen.
I'm a confirmed citizen of Nigeria now.
You're a full citizen.
I voted.
Nothing stops you.
No, nothing stops me.
you.
I voted the other time.
Hmm.
I voted the last time. But this one I'm going to vote. Because this one is a new era. 2023.
Okay.
The checkmate of the changing home of the hands.
Can oil bunkering end in the Niger Delta?
It's possible. Can't end.
But Wike is doing a good job. He goes after bunkers,
because you already used them to eat, so it's very difficult to stop it entirely. But I know he's trying because they are major mafia in that business. They are making a hell of money now. Wike himself was one of them. When we became governor, he was one of them. Until now, he's one of them. So he knows.
So you are saying Wike is part of the?
He's part of them, so he can break them down.
Why would he be part of oil
because he was
fight them again?
So now he have the capacity to fight them. Now he now know that living there, growing more, things will be damaging. So you want to leave a good legacy before you leave. So you want to match them. Because you know, without matching them, they will continue to grow because you know them. Okay. They are together in the forest.
Okay. Lastly, Oluwawan, who are you voting for?
I'm voting for the right candidate. And it's like the right candidate never arrived. We are still looking at that differently. All of them, they just declaring their interest. Let all of them declare their interest. At the end of the day, we are going to see the lion that will take the flag bearer of the social party. They will now know how we're going to follow it up. So now cat and rat can declare interest now. So it's not possible to choose for cat and rat. Now let us wait to the end of the Yashima. They will not bring a real language to represent who and who. They will not know what we will do.
Okay. Thank you very much, Oluwawan.
You are welcome.
Somebody is advising you that you should vote for Peter Obi.
Peter Obi, and he's part of Nigeria now. All those ones that are human beings, they are citizens. They will have that chance because their chance. I need that type of person to rule. Tension will come down, and he's a very economical person. He knows how to manage the economy of the state. Because once a governor of the state, we know his handwork then. See, now he can be a president. We welcome that idea. I'll vote for him.
Thank you very much, Oluwawan. We'll bring it to an end at this point. Thank you very much for being part of the program. Yoruba, wonderful man. We'll get across to Yoruba over his prize. Kayode Egbo, thank you very much, Mr. Kayode. PC Matthias, thank you. Genius YRS, thank you. Mboka na BC Moko, thank you very much for being part of the program. Once again, subscribe to Flip TV Plus and click on the notification button so that you can know when we go live. Anytime we go live, click on the notification button and subscribe to Flip TV Plus until we get Flip TV back and running. Bye for now, till tomorrow. A big thank you to those behind the camera, Mr. Femi and also Mr. Ifeanyi. I will say bye for now. Happy weekend to you all. Till tomorrow. Till Monday as we meet by God's grace. Thank you very much.